Starting a YouTube channel can be super daunting, and one of the first excuses we make to procrastinate is we don't have the perfect equipment. We don't have the perfect camera, perfect lighting, perfect microphone, you get the point. But here's the thing, I grew my YouTube channel to over 60,000 subscribers. Not this channel, a different channel. And I did it using just my phone. Seriously. And you can do it too. Hi, I'm Sandra. Welcome to my channel. My goal by the end of this video is to get you to start recording your first video using your phone. It's really that simple. Because here's the truth. People don't care about the equipment you're using and how fancy everything is. They care about the content you're sharing. So focus on creating valuable content for your audience and don't worry about using fancy equipment when you're starting out. Just start. And if you're feeling some nerves and that imposter syndrome kicking in, don't worry, I've got some tips for that later in this video. If you're excited, give this video a like, and let's start with my first tip, which is to choose the location that you're going to record. Preferably, you choose a quiet and comfortable space in your home where there's no sound and no distractions. So maybe your bedroom, your office room, or even the living room. What you want is a room that has a window facing you because that provides the best lighting. Seriously, I've bought lighting and I still prefer the natural light of the window coming into my office. So here's what my office room looks like and my super basic setup. So you can see the tripod that I use. I do use the ring light this is from Amazon. I think this was like $80, but again, I don't use the actual light. I just use it as a tripod. And then I've got the window facing me, and then I'm sitting in my computer chair that's facing the window. I've also got my script on the left-hand side here, which I will talk about in a little bit, but you always want to have your script available to you so that you can refer to the notes as you're recording your video. Just like right now, I have my script right here on the left-hand side when I forget what I want to say, and this will prompt me for my next point. That brings me to the next step, which is having your basic setup. Now, you saw that I'm using my tripod that's with the ring light, but you can actually get a much cheaper and smaller tripod. This was like $20 from Amazon. You can get the same thing from Walmart. And you just kind of want to simply set it up maybe on your desk. If you don't want to get a tripod, you can always just put your phone up against something like a hard surface or even elevate it with a few books or just whatever you have lying around. Now for your audio, if you do have a good built-in mic in your phone, that's totally fine. You can use that. If you do want to level up, you can use a very simple microphone that just attaches to your phone, and just like this clip-on mic that I'm using right now, this was like $60 from Best Buy, and again, you can get this same one from Amazon. I will actually link it down below for you, and that's literally all you need. When you set up your phone, you now want to choose whether you want the camera to face you or have it the other way. Now, I personally like to have it facing me because I like to just kind of look at what I look like and see if I need to adjust anything in the frame. But make sure that if you're doing it that way, make sure you're looking at the lens as opposed to on the screen, because it looks weird if I'm just talking to the screen. So make sure you're looking at the lens of the phone. But if you don't want to use this lens and you prefer to use any of the lens on the back side, then I recommend doing like a test shoot. So maybe like a 10-second clip just to make sure that you like the way it looks before you record your entire video and realize that you didn't like the position in the frame or something like that. The other thing you can do is if you are shooting with a lens on the back, you can have a mirror in front of it so that you can actually see yourself in the mirror as you're recording. And again, this is only if you feel that the lens on the back is better than the one on the front. Now, when it comes to positioning yourself within the frame, just make sure you're not too close to the lens or too far away, because either one looks awkward, but when you go to edit, you're able to zoom in and out and kind of just play around with that. But you do want some space above your head and then some space to the left and right. You can also see what, YouTubers that you watch are doing and then kind of model it from there. But that's my little advice when it comes to the position you kind of want to be in when you record. I hope you're getting value from this video so far. If so, please give it a like, subscribe for more content like this, and let me know in the comments what kind of channel are you thinking of starting. Let's talk about the camera settings on your phone. So when you set up your phone on your tripod or wherever it is, make sure you're recording horizontally and not vertically, because if you record vertically, then there will be those black squares on the left and right hand sides. So just make sure you set it up this way. Now, if you go into your camera app on your phone, there's a few things I want to show you. So go into settings. And then make sure video stabilization is turned on. That's if you're moving around your house, or if you want to hold it up with the tripod, or even kind of walk around inside or outside. That will just make sure that it's stable. And then have your grid lines turned on. This really helps me when I'm setting up the frame, because I'm able to straighten it out and the frame is not like crooked or anything. And then I'll make sure that the aspect ratio is 16:9 as opposed to 1:1 or full, because it just converts best that way when you're uploading it to YouTube. And finally, I select UHD 30 because that's the highest quality I have, at least on my Samsung. And the quality is pretty decent, if I do say so myself. Next is you want to have a script ready. So like you saw, I've got my script on my computer right here, and that's obviously where I sit. Now, I don't write word for word what my script is and like what I'm going to say, but I do have bullet points so that I'm prompted on when I forget what I want to say. But also I practice my script multiple times. Like I will literally have my script ready maybe a week before, and I'll practice it while I'm driving in my car, or just when I'm like washing the dishes or something like that. So that by the time I go to record, I'm so comfortable with the content that I don't really have to have anything memorized. I just have a really good idea of what I want to say. So I definitely recommend practicing a few times before you actually go to hit record. And for the love of everything that is good, make sure to take photos for your thumbnail before you get back into your PJs. I can't tell you how many times I've literally taken off my makeup, gone into my PJs, gone to relax, and then started to edit and realized I forgot to take photos. So just make sure that you set your camera to a timer and then just take maybe between 5 to 10 photos, basically either reacting to your title or, you know, just smiling or something, so that you can go ahead and create your thumbnail later on. The reason I take multiple photos is because obviously I want options, but I also tend to design multiple thumbnails, and then I actually poll my audience usually to ask them what thumbnail they would click on. And I can pretty much guarantee what's going to happen if you're anything like me. You're going to have your script ready, you're super motivated to record your first video, you're very confident with the content you're sharing, and then you go to hit record and you freeze. Because imposter syndrome kicks in and you start to think of all these people that are going to judge you and say, who is this person to start their own channel? The reality is nobody actually cares. And even if they do judge you, they're not your people. You're not doing this for everyone on the internet. You're doing it for the people that are actually going to benefit from your content. So constantly remind yourself that you are doing this to help other people. It's not for you and it's not for everyone. What really helps me too is getting into a peak state before I hit record. Now, this could look different for everybody. For me personally, I literally dance around the house, I blast Taylor Swift, I sing, I drink coffee, and then by the time I hit record, I'm excited and I've already hyped myself up. So again, this could be different for you. It could be meditating, it could be positive affirmations, it could be taking a walk outside, or it could be singing to Taylor Swift, I don't know. And when you get super nervous when you hit record, just do a full practice run. Remind yourself that you're not even posting it, you're not publishing it, you're just doing a full practice run, and it's only for you. Make sure to grab my free 4-step YouTube growth blueprint that will help you get started on this incredible journey. Once you start your channel, share the link to it in the comments below so we can check it out. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe, and share it with someone that needs motivation to start their own channel. Thank you for watching, and I can't wait for you to publish your first video.